Dear, how you doing? So I wanted to come on here this morning and just have a little bit of a chat with you about my meditation classes, just to explain a little bit about what they are and what they're not, just so there's no confusion. So I've got my brew. Hope you're ready. Um, so first of all, it is a class. Which means that it's all about learning. One of my main goals in my business is to teach people about different types of wellbeing tools so they can create a wellbeing toolkit. These classes in particular are about learning different types of meditation because there's so many of them. And I think quite often we think of meditation in one way, and if that doesn't work for us, then we just write meditation off completely. It's not what these classes are about. These classes are about learning about all the different types of meditation. So each session will start off with a lovely grounding tool. So there'll be lots of different types you can learn. You can find which is your preference. We'll then talk about a style of meditation. So for example, in my Della Bowl class, we did a loving kindness meditation last time. So they learned all about that. And then we practically had a go at doing one. You'll then get, we'll talk about a well-being meditative tool that you can do at home, and you'll get a card with that. So again, you get one of these every session. All will be on a different tool, and you can take that away and practice. Now they're a size of sort of a photograph. So again, you can collect them. You could maybe put them in a little album, put them in a scrapbook. However you want to use them, you can use them. But you can dip in and out of that, find what works for you, see what resonates. And then right at the end, we will do a guided meditation. Now, these guided meditations will be on a theme, which will be the theme of the session that we're doing. So the tools that we're working with will all be linked to that particular theme that we are covering. So whilst it is a guided meditation every time, there's lots of ways you can have a guided meditation and lots of different types and styles and imagery that you might use. So we'll end with that, and they're normally between sort of 20 minutes, half an hour at the end. So that's what it's all about. It's all about learning about different types of meditation and finding the one that works for you. If you're coming because you want a relaxation session, then this probably is not the class for you. This isn't about relaxation, it's about learning types of meditation. Don't get me wrong, some of them might be very relaxing for you, but again, every person will be different. So it's about finding that. So if it's relaxation that you're after, it's probably going to be a different class. Same as well as if you're expecting to be sat down for an hour meditating continuously. It's not what this class is about either. It'll be broke up. You can join in the conversation. You can talk to me about the different types, the styles, the tools, share your experiences. That is what I've found has been the best way for this. Now, whether you want to do that throughout or whether you want to leave that till the end, it's entirely up to you. But there's always time to have conversations afterwards. So again, we've done that in my Della Bowl group. We do it throughout, usually in the Della Bowl group, and the Camelford one, which was the first one we did the other week. People tended to want us to wait towards the end, which is absolutely fine either way. And again, I'll be around after each session if you want to come up and have a chat, whether it's about meditation, well-being in general, whatever you prefer. That's no problem at all. So this is what they're all about. So the two different venues, I'll talk about that next. So the Della Bowl one is in my therapy room, which is where I am now. Now, I'm just going to mention things like seating and stuff like that. So whilst I do have this lovely big seat, which I use for my hypnotherapy clients, and I have another comfortable one next to me, they're the only two. The other seats are a bit more sort of full chairs. So I'll show you what that looks like towards the end. You can bring your own chair, cushion, yoga mat, whatever you prefer, because some people prefer lying down. I know when I did the St. Teth Carnival, a lot of people brought their own yoga mats. Some brought their own sort of campy folded chairs that were comfortable for them rather than use the chairs that were there at the event. In Camelford, it's the same situation. So we use the old bank building is where we are at the moment. And the reason we are using that is numerous reasons. First of all, it's for the local food bank. So we're supporting that amazing charity, that amazing business, helping the local community. But it is a community space. So it is a hard floor, and the chairs are, they're not the folding chairs, the proper stand chairs, but it's that similar kind of thing. I found it quite comfortable, the chairs, personally, because I brought a cushion and I didn't need it. But other people might find them uncomfortable. Again, you can bring your own. You can bring your own chair, you can bring your own cushion, you can bring a yoga mat if you prefer. But it is a hard floor in there, so just be wary of that. Again, if people turn fans on, all that kind of thing, you can move closer to the front. I do have a speaker that I put at the back, but again, if it's hot, we're in summer, fans are on. Same in my Della Bowl office, we will have fans on in here as well. If you can't hear, I suggest moving further forward. So yeah, so that's why we're using that space. Again, I put out about who wanted to come to these sessions, and Monday 7 o'clock seemed to be the best day and time for everybody. And again, there is limited rooms that we can use, so that was a really good space, a good price, and yeah, we're supporting the local food bank at the same time, so that is why we are there. The venue, as far as I'm aware at this moment, touch wood, will not be changing. So those are the two options. Here at my Della Bowl office, I will give you the address and the details once you've paid and booked. We are limited to spaces because obviously it is my therapy room, so I haven't got a huge amount of space, so we can fit about 8 people in comfortably. At Camelford, it's a much bigger room, so we can fit lots more people in. Ideally, I would prefer you to book in advance because obviously if I'm doing the cards and things, I need to make sure I've got enough for everybody. So I think we had about 10 people in Camelford last time. So again, if numbers increase, etc., I need to be knowing, so I'm knowing how many cards to sort of carry about. So yeah, so I think those were the most sort of asked questions. If you've got any other questions about the class, feel free to pop them in the comments. It's no problem at all. I'll answer as many as I can. If you do want a relaxation session, I do offer that separately in a more sort of hypnotherapy style type of a thing. Let's see, I've got it on here. It's called Mind Spa. It's a relaxation package. So you can book that in with me. That would be on a one-to-one basis. You can do it in a pair or a group if you prefer. But that is a sort of preset relaxation session. So that's slightly different than the classes that we'll be doing. So yeah, so the point is all about learning. It's all about finding that meditative tool that works for you, that you can build in for your day, and just to sort of learn a little bit more. As I say, everybody's experience will be different. It'll depend on the day of the week, what's been going on for you, etc. as well. So there's so many factors to take into account. But I just want everybody to learn something from this. Great discussions at the end, people asking lots of questions. It's fantastic. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the classes. I love the format of them. And again, if they're not for you, that is absolutely fine. There's lots of other meditation classes out there that will be very different than what I do. But mine is purely a learning experience. So I hope that's answered somebody's questions. I hope that if you were thinking about coming, this has maybe helped you out a little bit to understand the format and the different things that we'll be doing. So yeah, so thank you again. Again, you can drop me a message to book. You can fill in the inquiry form on my website, or you can email me, whatever it is that you prefer. Just be wary that on the day, in the sort of couple of hours leading up to it, I will be prepping, I'll be travelling, I'll be going, getting the rooms ready and everything, so I might not pick any last minute ones up. So just bear that in mind. With the Della Bowl one as well, I will mention, I do have a biggish drive with enough room to sort of park cars, so anybody coming from out of area, there'll be enough room to park maybe like 4 cars, I think, on there. So that should help as well. Obviously, if you're in Della Bowl, you're probably just going to be walking here, which is no problem at all. But there is that option, so you don't have to find street parking, because there will be room for most people. So yeah, so thank you again for listening to me. I hope that's given you a little bit more of an insight. And as I say, feel free to ask any questions, pop them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. I hope you can join us, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you again. Bye.